now that it's after the elections, what are my top predictions for the 3 top news stories that will be surfacing over the next 3 months? Is it weather and geological mayhem across the planet, or a major LA West Coast earthquake, peace treaty being proposed in Israel and the Middle East, Russia and Ukraine, increasing tension and violent protests, AI mayhem, volatile economy? And these are not even my 3 top predictions. So let's dive in with that, with number 1, and we'll get the election stuff out of the way. This is in no particular order. And let me preface this by saying I do not have a right-wing agenda or a left-wing agenda. This is what is coming through to me from Spirit. You are welcome to disagree and comment your opinions. Just do it nicely, please. Thank you. This is live. Well, tape live, no cut. So I'm drinking my water now. So, looking at this election, the questions are, is there going to be a recount? Will Donald Trump be sworn in on January the 20th? Now, at this point, I'm giving it about an 85 to 90% chance that he will get sworn in, but it's not written in stone. And there's a lot that's going to come up. There's a lot that's going to come up in the news. There's going to be a lot of conjecture, recounts, disagreements, all that stuff. But, and follow this for a minute, you may not agree, and I don't have the answers. This is just my take, my opinion, based on what information's coming through for me. But to me, it just seemed like he won too easily. It just did not feel right. I'm not saying that there was voter misrepresentation or voter fraud, even though I believe we haven't had a purely fair election for a very, very long time in this country. But what if there was an agenda to get Donald Trump into the office as part of the Republican playbook, because he's more popular than their other candidates, and voters would have more confidence if Trump was in to vote Republican in the House of Representatives, that, by the way, won a majority. So there's that. And what if that was the agenda all along, that he was to get elected, but was never meant to serve as president, but rather to get Vance into office? Now, this could be part of the Republican playbook. Hypothetical, mind you, no proof, just a feeling and connecting some of the dots as a possibility that part of the Republican playbook is something called Project 25. Trump has publicly said that he's not for that. However, some of the cabinet members are, and the vice president, from what I understand, is. So what if that happened, and then they're going to get him out of the way to bring in Vance as the president to push these agendas? Now, don't worry, don't be fearful. It's not going to happen. People are waking up too fast. But this is just a possibility and an idea. Now, personally, my feeling is there may be some health issues coming up around the president that may compromise things. There's certainly legal issues. And I would also be aware of a possible another assassination attempt. So these are top stories that are likely to surface. Like I said, I think he's going to wind up getting sworn in, but keep an eye on this. Let me know what you think about that. So number 2, the fall of Gates. So we're seeing a lot surfacing in the news. And by the way, Bill Gates was not actually indicted in the Netherlands for vaccine misinformation. That, from what I understand from my sources, that hasn't happened. However, he's coming under a lot of scrutiny. That and buying up a lot of farmland and alliances with BlackRock and other asset investment companies. Oh God, did I even say that right? I told you this is tape live. And the vaccination programs around the world. And also that could indicate Anthony Fauci also, because as we know, a certain issue happened around the world. There was a certain remedy. It was proposed to be 95% effective. The side effects, some of them deadly, were not well disclosed. Is this a case of profit over the well-being of the people? So I think that and a lot of stuff, some of it not legal in my opinion, is going to surface and come out. So this next 3 months could be the beginning of a lot of information that comes up that's going to be the fall of Bill Gates and all of that stuff and all that's behind that. And the third major news story, which actually ties into number 2, is the Epstein papers. And why do I say it ties in? Well, a lot of you know that Bill Gates has been seen on Epstein's jet, has been seen with Epstein. There have been a lot of high-end officials, a lot of movers and shakers in Hollywood and the sports world connected with that. There's a list that seems to just be, where is it? And now, just to be clear, I'm not saying that Donald Trump is going to be the savior that's going to expose all of this stuff. I think it would happen with or without Donald Trump. It may take a different trajectory or may happen in a different timeline, but this is part of the awakening that's happening in our world and in society. And when this kingpin goes down, Bill Gates, a lot of people are going to go down. A lot's going to get noticed. And really, I saved number 3 for the last because this is the one we can all agree on and all pray for. Let's protect the children. Let's put a lot of prayers out there so all this gets exposed, that everything gets exposed that's robbing us of our ability to live in peace, to live without fear, to live knowing that our governments do indeed protect us and that the power is being returned to the people, by the people, for the people, that those in charge have our backs, and that things get disclosed and things become transparent so we don't need these wild conspiracy theories. Everything's out in the open. I'll also give honorable mention, maybe number 4, to more UFO activities. But anyway, that's what I'm getting for this. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And if you'd like to know the 13 top predictions over the next several months, check out this video here that I released before Halloween. I love you and thank you.